guys! So today we're making a video about how much we spent on our 3-week NC500 plus a bit more of Scotland road trip.
So our route consists of travelling up to Loch Lomond and then we went east to the Cairngorms and we went north and joined the NC500, looped all the way around from east to west and then came down the west coast and finished in Glencoe and Fort William. So we spent 3 weeks doing that whole road trip. So if you do want to have a look back on some of the videos, we've got 3 or 4 videos showing everything that we've done, but we thought we would break down the costs of exactly how much it cost us to do our Scotland road trip.
So we've split our cost breakdown into 5 categories, which is food, eating out, fuel, activities and campsites and services.
Yeah, just bear in mind at the minute we're in a time where fuel prices and food prices are sky high.
Yeah.
So this might not be the same in the next year, 6 months, we don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, at the minute fuel prices are around about £2 a litre. This gives you a good estimate of what we've been spending, and food prices are a bit higher than normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that does reflect on the budget.
Yeah.
3 weeks we spent £440 on fuel. Yeah, so
it's a lot.
It's quite a lot. Bear in mind you are going up a lot of hills, mountains, stopping a lot. There's not motorways basically, so you're not just cruising at one speed, so you are up and down the gears, which does use more fuel. So just bear that in mind, you are going to use a lot of fuel. And also bear in mind, petrol stations are not that frequent on the NC500, so always make sure you've probably got half a tank. As soon as you get down to half a tank and you see a petrol station, just fill up, because they're not that frequent.
Okay, so our second biggest spend was our food shopping, which came to £378 over the 3 weeks, which is way more than we used to spend a few years ago on a weekly food shop.
Yeah,
it averages out to way more a week than what we used to spend. So we're definitely feeling the impact of the increase in the cost of living at the moment.
That's it. We don't really eat meat a lot. Kirsty don't eat meat at all. I don't eat a lot.
No, so it's not like we're buying lots of expensive stuff. Like obviously, like meat can be really expensive. We don't really drink, so we don't really buy lots of alcohol. So yeah, that's not big, extravagant, expensive food shops. That's us just buying our essentials for the week. So yeah, that's £378 over the 3 weeks. Obviously, we don't really restrict what we spend on our food shopping. But yeah, we're also not at the extravagant end of it. So obviously, depending on what sort of food you buy, you might be able to do that for cheaper.
Sorry if Lottie's in the picture now. She wants to play with her ball because we're sat outside.
This is what happens as soon as we sit outside the van. Lottie thinks it's an invitation for her to play with her ball.
It's eating out. We only ate out a couple of times, like 3 times maybe.
Yeah, not
once a week.
Not much. I think this includes little like trips to, but I think like we went to the pub and had a couple of drinks, like little cafes and things like that. So it's not full on meals out. So it's just all over little bits here and there.
So that was £101 we spent. So it's not too bad. 3 weeks, £101 we spent on eating out.
Obviously, if you are good and don't eat out at all, then that's a cost you won't need to spend.
Yeah.
So that's another place where you can save a bit more money than what we did. So our next spend is activities. So we've split this down, and we literally only paid for 3 activities that we did, because pretty much everything that we did in Scotland was free, which is amazing.
Yeah, you've got so many walks, so many mountains and stuff like that. It's all just free stuff you can do. One sec.
So we spent £40 on going to see the reindeers in the Cairngorms National Park.
Which was amazing.
It was amazing.
Really, really good.
All of these things are worth the spend, by the way.
Yeah.
We spent £26 when we went to Urquhart Castle, which is on the shores of Loch Ness. That's a really amazing castle to go and see. And we spent £30 when we went to Balmoral as well, Balmoral Castle. So
yeah, that Balmoral Castle was really good. I think the best one was the Cairngorms. which was an amazing place anyway. So if you haven't seen that, do go back and watch the Cairngorms video with the reindeers.
So the total cost of our activities was £96, but just want to be clear that none of those activities are on the NC500 route. So if you are specifically looking for a spend on the NC500, you probably won't spend money on any of those things. Once we got into the NC500, we didn't spend money on any activities because everything that we seen and did was free. So
about the NC500 is the views and the walks and the mountains.
Yeah.
There is boat trips. We did look at a few boat trips to do on the NC500.
There obviously is activities that you can do, but we just didn't. Once we got onto the NC500, we was just loving seeing the scenery and going out and doing all the walks and the hikes and things. So yeah, we didn't need to spend any money. So yeah, the money that we spent on activities was the things that we did before we got onto the NC500 route.
So the best thing about the NC500 Scotland is basically free parking. We use Park for Night literally for all of our parking. The whole time we paid nothing every night. We stayed for free near enough every place. We stayed on beaches, we stayed on mountains, literally it was amazing. So the only thing that we did spend some money on is services. So we spent £15 on services, and this was literally just where we nipped in to a few different campsites and just asked if we can empty our toilet and fill up with our water. 90% were fine. I think the only ones we didn't get in was in Glencoe, where they just had a sign up outside saying please do not ask us to just use our services, but every other place was really, really good. I think one of them was free, didn't even charge us. There was another one where it was just a house and they had a sign up saying free use of please use our services with a little honesty box. So you just popped a £5 in a little honesty box, and they had like water, toilet, they even had washing machines there you could use for an extra fee. So that was really cool. So there's loads of little things like that where they'll help you out.
So yeah, we only paid to stay twice in that whole time in Scotland. So we stayed at a campsite in Ullapool, which was £24, and then we also stayed at a campsite near Loch Ness, which was only £10 a night. So yeah, that was £34 that we spent on campsites throughout that whole time, so not bad at all. The free park-ups really are amazing in Scotland. Yeah,
it's literally one of the best things about Scotland. The free park-ups that you can find are unreal.
Yeah.
We generally use Park for Night for finding all our park-ups. The app's really good. Just make sure it is user generated, so leave a review if you find a way new, add to it. Yeah, it really, really is good.
Yeah, even just the lay-bys in Scotland that you can stay in with the scenery is just absolutely incredible.
If you go back and watch one near Glencoe, it was just a lay-by, but you're quite set back, but it was overlooking a massive loch, and you had like a beach next to you and everything. We was having people having fires, going on a canoe, we went swimming in it.
So yeah, our grand total of what we spent for 3 weeks of our Scotland road trip was £1,064.
So not too bad.
It's not too bad. There wasn't really many areas that we could have saved much more money on. Obviously fuel, we can't control the massive price increase in that at the moment. That just is what it is. Same with the cost of food in supermarkets at the moment, a bit more expensive. Yeah, obviously we ate out a couple of times, but you have to enjoy yourself.
That's
still,
it.
Don't you?
You can't just not do anything. It's not about that. You can definitely spend more and you can definitely spend less.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So that's just what we spent to give a rough idea.
Yeah, that's it. And that's not going extravagant. So I think we've done it in a really good way, where you just eat out a little bit, have a couple of drinks here and there, but you're not going extravagant and not spending loads of money.
And we spent a lot more time as well. We had 3 weeks to spend in Scotland, whereas we know that some people can do the NC500 route in 7 or 10 days if you really want it, if you've not got the time and you really want to get it done. So obviously, yeah, that's over 3 weeks. So we did spend quite a bit of time in Scotland. Thank you for watching this video. We hope that it has helped in some way, and if you do fancy going to look back at our Scotland road trip, we've got a few YouTube videos on our channel that you can go back and watch. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video.